People get confused about the term refinance and refix. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about refinancing and when you should consider doing it. So a refinance is when you move your mortgage to a different bank. So you're getting a new mortgage out and the new bank will give you a new mortgage against that property, new interest rates, and usually cash back. The difference between a refix and a refinance is a refix is just that your fixed term is coming up for renewal and you refix at the same bank. That is the easy way to keep things the same, but sometimes people want to refinance because there's cashback offers at the new bank, other products, they want to debt consolidate, they're just sick of their current bank, they want to top up, or they're just other reasons. If you are going to refinance, it is a full mortgage application. And ideally, you don't want to do this until you're about 3 years into your current mortgage. The reason for that is because if you got a mortgage out recently, you got cash back and there's some clawback attached to that, usually around 3 years. There's potential break fees, there's lawyer costs, and a broker clawback potentially in that first 3 years as well. So it doesn't really make sense to refinance in the first couple of years because of all that extra stuff that you got to pay back. Now, of course, when you refinance, you do get cash back and other goodies or bonuses to make it worthwhile. And I just want to run you through an example. So let's say you bought your house, it's $1 million, you got $1 million worth of lending against it, and you've had it for 4 years. And during that time, you've got a car loan, you've got some personal loans, and you're thinking about your options, and maybe you want to top up your mortgage to consolidate those loans and renovate the kitchen. You bought the house when it was 1.2 million, it's gone up in value, it's now 1.5 million, and you're thinking, do I go to the same bank for all this stuff and apply for all the top-ups and get all my documents just for a top-up and for very little cash back? Or do I take it somewhere else? By taking it somewhere else with the help of the mortgage man or a mortgage broker, you will get about, on $1 million mortgage, $9,000, $10,000 cash back, and you can restructure, you can consolidate, you can get that top up, and you just have a new mortgage plus $9,000 to $10,000, which for a lot of people seems pretty good. People sometimes think that they're going to get cheaper interest rates by moving, but most banks these days will price match. So that's not a good enough reason for a mortgage broker to say, yeah, we'll move you, because you can probably just get the same interest rates where you currently are. So to make it worthwhile, yes, $10,000 on $1 million mortgage is great, but if it's only $300,000, you're probably not going to think it's worth it, especially when you've got to factor in the lawyer fee to obviously do the transaction, which costs about $1,000. Now you might be thinking, wait, hold on. I want to refinance because I'm on 6.5% and there's 4.8% at other banks. And that is a good point. But if you're going to do that, you need to factor in break fees, because if you're on 6.8% or whatever I just said, there potentially will be a break fee to get off that. And if you do factor in break fees, then you need to make sure that the break fee that you're going to be charged at your current bank is kind of offset by the cash back that you get at the new bank. And I do lots of videos on this on my TikTok and social media. You need to know what your break fee is before you think about this calculation, because if the break fee is $1,000 and you get $9,000 cash back, then of course it's obvious that you should do this. But if it's $10,000 and you get $9,000 cash back plus have to pay a lawyer, it may not be so obvious unless there's other bonuses involved.